Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For you guys today, I have a very exciting video. In today's video, because we are all stuck in quarantine right now, like today's my day off, tomorrow I have to go back to work, which is why I want to do this video, because I'm not going to take the time to put makeup on before I go to work. I'm too stressed out about having to go to work to bother putting on makeup. Anyway, moving on. Today I thought it would be a fun video to test out all of these new products from ShopMissA. So I have the No Pore face primer. This is the A+ collection. I have the AOA Studio Liquid Concealer. And then I also have the Pro Wear Foundation. Now, these two products are Paw Paw Edition, which means I do believe they were $1.55 each. That 55 cents does go to charity. And then this No Pore Balm or No Pore primer is the A+ edition, which means it was either 88 cents or 55 cents, goes to an education charity. And so I want to test them out and see how they are going, like how they work. But because I'm going to be testing out all new base products, the rest of my products will be more like my normal products, like ones that I've tried before. I know how they work with my skin. So if there's any issues, I can go back and try and, I can figure out what is the issue. Also, just as a disclaimer, a couple of them, I did put on a moisturizer, so I am moisturized. And if anybody is wondering, I mean, you probably figured it out already if you've watched any of my other videos. I am not a makeup artist in any way, shape, or form. Please do not leave me any nasty comments about how bad my face looks. I'm usually well aware of it by the time I get done with these videos. And with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so like I said, I am already moisturized. So I'm going to go in with the A+ No Pore face primer, and it's in like this pink squeezy tube. Ooh. It's like clear toothpaste. There's not really a scent. I'm going to start out with like this pea-sized amount first, because you can always add more. It's a lot, and my mirror is right here. Like, you guys are on top of my Alex9 drawers right now. It's a lot harder to go back and add, or it's harder to take away product than it is to add more on. So I always start with like a little amount and kind of go from there. And I'm just turn you this way a little bit. I'm just putting it on the areas where I have a lot of pores, so like on my nose, on my T-zone, on like the apples of my cheeks. Really, this is a very silicone-y primer. Like, it's a very, and a little bit, that little bit went a very like long way. It's very silicone-y. Oh, wow. It blurred. I mean, like, I'm sitting less than 6 inches away from my camera right now, so you can probably still see them, but they're definitely blurred. Hokey. Huh. Okay. Wow. So next we're going to be using the AOA Studio Pro Wear. It says it's a full coverage foundation. These are both 1 fluid ounces, so these are bigger than their the drop foundation. I didn't like that one too much. I have 2 shades. I have Porcelain and Fair Ivory, and when I was doing like a shade match test last night, Fair Ivory just matched me a little bit better. So I don't know if you have to shake it or not, but I'm going to. And then I'm just gonna drop some on the back of my, oh wow. Do you see that? That is thick. Okay, let's go in with like that much, because to me that's like what a pump of my Milani would be. And I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques buffing brush. This is like my favorite foundation brush. And just, this smells funny. I don't know how I feel about the smell. I mean, look at this side. Look at this side. It looks really nice in camera. Alright, I'm gonna go off camera really quick and finish putting it on, and then I'll come back with it done and we will discuss thoughts. Okay, so I did just put it on the rest of the way, and okay, I don't think I like the primer too much, because while it was very, very slippery and it was very silicone-y, the foundation, and I don't know if it's because of the foundation or the primer, but I'm gonna guess the primer, you can see every single pore in my face. Like, Connie, can you see all the holes in my face with this on, or not really?
I don't see holes. What do you mean by holes?
Do you see any texture? Like, can you see all the lumps and bumps on my face, or not really?
A little bit.
Not
like a lot. Like, you can see, like, it doesn't show the whole bump. You see, like, that big of the bump.
Okay.
Like, a little bit.
So it doesn't, okay, so maybe not the primer, but this foundation does not hide a lot. Like, I have a zit right here, and I put extra on that, and it did nothing to hide it. So there's that. I guess, like, it's gonna come down to, I mean, it's only $1.55, so I'm not sure, like, if I'm expecting miracles from a foundation that's only, like, a little bit. But this is the AOA Studio Liquid Concealer, and this is in the shade Porcelain. I did get the lightest shade, but basically it's a squeezy tube, so and because I'm the only person that's going to use this, I'm going to apply it, like, the improper way. I'm just going to use a squeezy tube right where I want it to be, because I'm not going to be using this on anybody else, so, you know, I don't really feel bad about doing it the improper way. But this could all change. Like, all these opinions that I'm having right now, they could all change when we put on powder. But I just put the concealer down underneath my eyes a little bit. It's a very liquidy concealer, which I think will be nice because maybe it won't settle right away into any fine lines and such. Let me move real quick. And this is natural lighting. That looks pretty dang good, and I didn't use a lot. It's not lifting the foundation, which is nice, because I've had concealers before, like my ColourPop one. I only use that one as like an eye primer because it lifts every single foundation I put it on. So there's that. Okay, so I did concealer under this eye, and then I went ahead and I powdered, and I used a combination of the e.l.f. Halo powder and a bit of Coty Airspun just to give me like a secure lock in. And actually, right now, I really like the concealer more than I do any of the other products, because like the concealer was too bright to put everywhere, so like the foundation didn't cover up my nose, zits, or anything, and you can definitely still see like any texture that I have, but that concealer, and I think it's because it was so runny, is so liquidy, it's not settling. Like, it's not settling into any lines that aren't like deep abysses underneath my eye. It's not settling into, like, so I have a couple, like, you guys can see it, like this crease right here, that's a deep crease, but like I have a bunch right here that you can kind of see a little bit. But normally, like with the Jeffree Star concealer, the 23, I think it is, or $26 concealer, you could see all of this, and you can't. And this concealer is only $1. I'm shocked right now. But I also look very pasty, very Casper-y, even more so than I normally do. So I'm going to go ahead real quick and do the rest of my makeup, and then we will be back. Okay, so I moved more in front of my window so you can see what it looks like. The concealer, I did have to reapply it because when I was putting on the mascara, I got it all over and it wouldn't like scrape off with a spoolie. But I think like the foundation looks really good right now. I don't think I like that primer too much just because it's like you can still see all my pores and like the texture on my nose and everything, but the foundation and the concealer I think I really like, especially the fact that the concealer isn't creasing, which I appreciate. If you have problem under eyes, you understand completely. So I guess I will see you guys in a couple of hours when I come back to show you how it looks. Maybe around 6, because it's almost 4 o'clock right now. Okay, bye. Okay, so it's been, excuse me, about an hour since I put on foundation and the concealer and everything. I did eat, so it's kind of worn away a little bit here. But other than that, you know, I think it looks pretty good. The concealer really, I mean, look at the concealer. I'm shocked at this concealer right now. I am shocked, like genuinely shocked, because normally concealers, like, it doesn't matter, it's like instant creasage. This one is not. And the foundation doesn't look bad. I think the primer still has done like nothing. So as of right now, I don't really like the primer. I'm loving the concealer. I'm kind of meh. The foundation is okay. But right now, I kind of like how I look right now. Okay, so this will probably be like the only check-in. I know I said I wasn't going to do like any, but whatever. This will probably be like the only one that I do. Again, natural light. There's a window right in front of me. Yeah, and it's a ladybug graveyard. Alright, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I want to do this, the last check-in, and give you guys my final thoughts on it, on the foundation and the concealer and the primer before the light disappears. The foundation is completely gone around my mouth, but you guys already know that. I ate, and I kind of wiped my mouth off after that, and I constantly touch my chin, so it's pretty much gone off of there. Sorry, I'm squinting though, the sun is like right in my eyes. It has completely like broken away on my nose, and I am getting like kind of oily looking, so I don't think that this is the most long wearing foundation. It has also completely like settled in to my pores, so that pore filling primer is not pore filling. It does absolutely nothing except make your skin feel slick. I think, however, if you want to do like a no makeup day and you just wanted something to blur your skin, that primer would be okay, because it did blur the pores really well until I put foundation on, which doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what happened. So, I mean, they're not my favorite. I love the concealer. That $1 concealer, that is the bomb. Okay, I love that. It hasn't creased at all yet, except for like where it had already creased earlier. So I quite like the concealer. But anyway, you guys, I apologize for the fact that like I didn't do a super big long, in-depth check-in. Like, it wasn't a 10-hour wear test or anything. It's been like 4.5 hours. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. And with that being said, I'm gonna leave now. Okay, so it is the next day. It's actually like the next night. I just got in from outside because I was at work until like 9 o'clock tonight, and so, you know, I hung outside with my family. You know, we were social distancing and everything, but it occurred to me when I was getting ready to like edit this video, or not really edit, but like merge everything together, the fact that I didn't really explain my thoughts very clearly or very well, so excuse the bad lighting. So this A+ No Pore primer, I don't think if you're going to use it under makeup that you would really like it, because it's not really pore filling. It is like pore blurring, but it doesn't really fill pores or anything like that. So I don't think you would like it if you're going to use it under makeup. I think if you wanted to use it on like a no makeup day, just to like blur your skin, then maybe you would probably really enjoy it, because it did blur really well. But once I put foundation on top of it, you could see all my pores still, like, because the foundation sank into my pores. This foundation, this isn't as bad, like, it's not terrible, because it does give like really nice cover, like, not really nice coverage, it's like medium coverage, so it does build. It is very, very thick, but I think that if you just want like just enough to like even your skin tone out somewhat and make it so like you're not blotchy, then you would probably like it. You are going to have to either reapply or powder up really well, because it did break apart around my nose. So if you have oily skin, I don't think you would like it whatsoever, because it would be destroyed in a matter of hours, because at 4.5 hours, it was completely gone from around my nose and caked up. But on the rest of my face, like, I'm not wearing it right now, but the rest of my face looked okay. So I think if you have like dry skin, or like combination of dry skin, you would probably really like it, but oily, not so much. This concealer, though, I love this concealer. For $1.55, it's so liquidy, it doesn't settle into creases whatsoever. It looks amazing. It brightens really well. I think if you can find like an exact shade match for your skin tone and you wanted to use it to like cover up blemishes, I think it would look bomb. So I really, really like the concealer. The concealer is like the standout product for me. I 10 out of 10 would recommend this. I would like a 4 out of 10 recommend the primer, and like a 5 out of 10 recommend the foundation. Like, the foundation I'm meh on is okay. The primer I think is really bad unless you're just gonna do it for a no makeup day. But this concealer, I really, really enjoy this concealer. So if you guys, okay, so that is basically the end of this video now, for real. If you guys enjoyed it, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I would very much greatly appreciate it. I am trying to hit 200 subscribers. And with that being said, I once again apologize for like the ending of this, the way it's all like shaky and everything. But yeah, with that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
That was the shortest video.